Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to everybody watching. Thank you for joining us at the Super Mega Streaming Show. Today, we've got a couple things to talk about. More importantly, the space whale. Who is he? Why is he buying? What's he doing? We're going to talk about some of his other products that he's invested in. We're going to talk about Uniswap. Of course, we have to, right? We have to. And then Bitboy had a karate fight with someone. So, let's get started. Good morning, Vess. How are you today?
I'm well, thanks. How are
Doing
you?
well. I'm doing well. How's your hand? Are they cramping? I heard you're drawing something. Is that true?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay.
My hand is fine. But
Your hand
yeah,
is
I
not.
am drawing something.
I was doing kung fu yesterday. I was doing kung
Oh
fu,
yeah.
and that was the. I can't do kung fu today. My body hurts, my back hurts, my knee, my right leg hurts, and it gives out on my ankle. Now, I was accused of being 43 years old. We know that is far from the truth. I am not 43, and I'm not 15. Oh, man, I never thought a kung fu sword swing could hurt my arm so much. But anyway, let's get started. Regardless of my soreness, we must have the show today. So,
Yeah.
let's talk about Uniswap. Uniswap, of all things, came out of nowhere saying that they're going to do some revenue sharing. Now, this is not the only protocol recently that's come out and said they're going to do some revenue sharing, because we remember another competitor of ours, kind of in the space, kind of separate from us, in a walled garden of their own, DYDX, also said they're going to be sharing revenue, but that hasn't materialized yet. And to what extent, we don't know. And to what extent Uniswap's going to pay, I understand they're going to be paying traders in pure ETH. So where have we heard that before? Real yield. Okay, everybody wants it, but not everybody gives it. So we know the inflationary tokens. We've the crypto space has been burned for years on those things. So to see more protocols take up the real yield banner is super cool, and it's going to put the spotlight back on perps like us, like GMX, like any perp with real yield. It's going to be back in the spotlight, I think. So hopefully we'll get some nice price action to elevate the space, get some awareness of what DEXs can do. Now, with Uniswap, what's interesting is they're an Ameriburger company, right? The head of
Okay.
Uniswap is an Ameriburger. So for them to pay an Ethereum dividend in effect is possibly setting up something with the SEC, maybe some headbutting, or maybe not. Maybe they feel secure enough that they can launch something like this and Gary will leave them the heck alone. So we've really got to see how this plays out for Ameriburgers, because this could have impact on the whole space. If crypto dividends become a thing, then that's going to open up this space for DeFi summer like you've never seen. DeFi summer last summer, that was okay. A DeFi summer this summer with real yield, multiple protocols, real products, real dividends, that is exciting. That is super exciting for the space. So hopefully that'll materialize. But after all that spiel, look what it did. It went up like 45% in
Yeah.
just instantaneous candle. Look at that. That's the God candle everybody wants, right? Look at that thing. It's just, let me make it more ridiculous. There. That's the God candle. There. See?
That
Wait, can we do
that's
that? Can
him.
we?
That's
Yeah,
him,
here.
officer.
Yes. See here, let's keep zooming down. There's the God candle. Oh my God, look at it. It's just so powerful. This is the candle everybody wants with their protocol. I need that music. I can't do it. I can't do high pitched. Look at that God candle. Oh, beautiful. Good job, Uniswap, on that announcement. I'm still going. I'm still going. When am I going to get to the bottom? There it is. So the God candle of all God candles. Thank you, Uniswap. Now, Uniswap was only thought of as being some useless government's token, but now we're in a new ballpark and a new era for them. So hopefully we can have some good trades and good volume here on gains with this. In fact, I'm thinking of putting the long. I think the speculation will drive this upwards for a while until it finally launches. Do we know if there's a launch date on this revenue sharing, or is it just coming in general?
Um,
I
I
haven't
don't
seen
think
anything
so.
myself.
We
Yeah.
talked we talked a bit yesterday, I think. Uh, but I don't think that anyone knows like
Okay.
the details of it. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I haven't
Well,
paid attention.
yeah, I didn't see anything on Twitter either. So in my case, I think that the speculation could drive the price upward a bit, and I might finally freaking trade again. I've been so lazy, but I could
Yeah.
put along on this, I think, with low leverage. And I'll take profit way too early, and it'll put another God candle on me, and I'll feel bad. But I'll feel bad for you guys all the time, any day of the week. Okay, yeah. So that'll be my plan this week. My goal for this week is to put in a long on freaking Uniswap tonight. As soon as I get Ethereum in my wallet,
live on stream.
I didn't send an Ethereum to my wallet, so that's my problem. I'm stupid. No, I was lazy and I was hurting Kung Fu.
Can't you do it with
my hot
DAI?
wallet?
Or
yeah.
What?
I don't even know.
You mean you don't have any funds at all?
I've got $8. Let's do this.
Okay.
I've got 8 DAI.
Yeah.
I can't even. Okay, right now. Well, tonight I'm gonna do it. Hold me to it, please. You text me and you'd be like, "Hey, dude, do it." Okay. Anyway, so that's enough of that. Let's talk about our space whale. Okay, so
How long did you spend finding this image?
30 seconds. The space whale. So this is a space whale that comes from another dimension and just kind of, one of those whales that you get every once in a while. You don't know where it comes from. You don't know what his problem is. Unlike our local resident whale, midget whale, who's really a top holder in gains. We know who he is, not really, but we know who he is. We know what he's doing. We know he's pretty on board with everything, and he fights for us on Twitter. He's a really good holder, right? But this guy, this mystery whale, just comes out of the Ethereum of space and time and just starts market buying ridiculous sums of gains at 140 Ethereum clicks at a time. Okay, and he's doing it consistently and regularly. And he's using Odos. I mean, look at this guy. Dude, how much does he have at this point? And he just keeps buying and staking and buying and staking and then buying again and then staking some more. So whoever this is, obviously has a lot on the line now with our product. Okay, I don't think this could be someone that Sam knows. Maybe he said, "Hey, go check out gains." This could be someone that Sam doesn't know. It's just someone who watched us on Twitter and saw that we're a real yield product. But somebody like this wouldn't put all this money on the line if they didn't study at least what we have and what we're doing. Because man, that's a lot of money, dude. Look, it still keeps going. It just keeps going and going.
Yeah,
going some more.
To be honest, I don't think that it's someone that Sam knows, or I don't think that anyone knows. If they know it, they're probably silent about it. But I mean, it's a ridiculous amount of GNS. Like, how much does he have now? Is it like 1 million or something?
Gosh, I don't know, because I think this is the wallet he buys with, and he sends it somewhere else. If I'm not, let me check here. Let me go to filter by token. I don't know if it's going to show me an amount here. I don't think this is his staking wallet. He sent out 57. Oh, go ahead. Show me.
What if you? Okay, so either. It's probably not this one because it's only 181,000. But if you click the first line where it says send, no, if you click the address.
This one.
Yeah.
Let's see. 9 million.
Yeah, scroll down now. Scroll down.
He has 9. There it is. No, right there.
Keep scrolling. Okay, so it has almost 1.5 million.
Well, just 100. Almost 1.5 million. So a USD value of 9,245,329. What does he know that I don't? I mean, we can talk to Seb, but what does he know that we don't? What does he know?
Yeah.
Guys? Seb doesn't even know who this dude is, so no idea.
I mean, it has to be like
a space whale.
Yeah. I mean, some people have been like implying that it's what's his name, Arthur Hayes.
Yes.
Because he also tweeted something like, he tweeted something about perp Texas, and he said something about GMX because it's a pretty well-known fact that he's been holding GMX for a while.
Yeah.
But he said something like GMX and some other protocol, and then he also said,
and he was vague,
and a contender or something like that.
Yeah, and he would be vague because if he's still accumulating tokens, he doesn't want to spike the price.
Yeah.
So that is a good theory.
It's smart to buy like this, and it's especially it's smart to do it now because our liquidity is it's thicker now with the LP incentives. So he doesn't move the price that much, like in between his buys. Like if you compare, like if we had really low liquidity, it would be kind of hard for him to buy large sums because
Yes.
he would move the price so much.
Now I understand
So
other people.
whoever this is he's what's the word?
Loaded.
Methodolic
Meth,
method
meth, methodological. No,
yeah
methodological. Something along those
yes
lines. I
yeah
don't even know.
so I mean you can speculate
I will.
it's
I'm going to speculate
because
my
it's
brains out.
because I was also thinking like it could be, like another exchange, but the only exchange that I could think of is that would make sense is I guess Coinbase.
That would be
But it
nuts.
but the thing is it doesn't really make sense for them to like to stake it or maybe I don't know. In my head there is some like regulatory
Yeah,
thing that
there's
makes it
Burgerland would definitely make it hard for them to do that because they're burger based.
yeah
So, and they're New York
yeah
burger based too.
yeah, so that kind of
The
rules out
worst.
an exchange doing it.
Yeah.
Even though it would be a smart way for an exchange to uh, buy some initial liquidity.
And somebody on Discord had followed his wallet back a little bit, and they said he or she is an Axie Zem or Zem or however is an Axie Infinity whale, right? So if they're a whale in AXS, I mean it's been kind of flat for a long time. I know this is a gaming token, right? So I mean, why not get out of something that's flat? I mean, it's kind of gone up a little bit here. It's from its lows of 4, it's maybe doubled. I mean, I don't know if Axie token pays a yield or what it does. I'm just not familiar with it enough and how it works in their ecosystem for this game. But yeah, why sit in something that doesn't generate real yield when you can put it to work with your investments in GMX, GNS, and any other product Uniswap that's going to have real yield? Yeah, so get out of Axie. Yeah, bro, get it out. I hopefully you got out here because that's ridiculous. What is it? $140, 160. That's bull market brilliance. I mean, just I can't wait. That's going to be us. Boom. Okay. Well, that's not financial advice. But how is he buying it all? As you saw when on that other page, he's using Odos, right? So I know that some people are already familiar with Odos. Maybe some of our audience, some are not. But I wanted to see how that compares. So this dude's buying huge chunkos, right? So how does that compare when you're buying this versus something like Uniswap? So I pulled up Uniswap. I pulled up Odos on the taskbar here just to see what one wrap Bitcoin would cost in both protocols. So as you see, you get 8,008 GNS tokens for one wrap BTC, now 8,006 on Odos, which is what he's using. I go here to Uniswap. One wrap BTC is only going to give me 7,997. So, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, is that much? No, but when you're buying in clicks like this guy, all those dropped GNSs are going to add up. So he's been using Odos almost exclusively for all his buys. And
yeah
I know some of
I
our OGs love Odos. If they're going
yeah
to sell or buy, they use Odos because of how it takes that fractured liquidity and combines it into one order. In addition, you could
it's
buy in with
how I learned about this diagram that's shown,
the Sankey.
which the Sankey diagram.
You can even
It's
swap two
it's
for
kind of
two. It's pretty
it,
amazing.
it's it's but that diagrams it's kind of you can do some cool like data visualization with it. But now I think it's we call it, instead of calling it a Sankey diagram, someone coined the term Odos diagram. I think it
It's
was
Yodos, yeah.
Krunel, or
There's a
I
good
don't
one.
know.
There's a good one. Look at
Yeah,
that. Now I love how the road goes over and above to make it more confusing. Oh man, that changed again. So the highways of liquidity are always shifting on Odos, and it's really pretty to see. Easy enough, I guess, to understand when you highlight how much it's buying and selling into what different products. But and look, this one little stream of DAI, like, is that even worth it? Like, really, is that? I guess the computer would have to know. I guess I can't even highlight it. Like, really, is that really worth it? Couldn't you just combine this little string into one of the big strings? Like, seriously? So it's actually saving me money right there. That little string. I don't know, but I'm assuming the machine knows. But yeah, I mean,
But
super cool.
it's a good tool also for like if you want to provide liquidity somewhere, you can like check, for example, like if you wanted exposure to this whale, who I think he's buying with ETH, right, for GNS. So you could put, obviously it's gonna go through Uniswap, but you could like check, you could check like the route, and yeah, you can see like
Uniswap
on
in
the,
blue.
yeah, so you can see most is going through the Uniswap pools.
Yeah,
And
V3,
yeah,
V2. Oh,
traders.
it changed again. It's changed. I can't even highlight the right thing, but yeah, V3 obviously pretty huge there. Super cool tool. I mean, I've used it once or twice to buy and sell GNS, but really, I'm more or less a Uniswap man. But I gotta get over it. I gotta stop losing money to Uniswap because now I'm assuming that they're going to be taking a little bit more of a cut when you trade through them to kind of facilitate the real yield for their holders. So is that going to
Yeah,
drive up Uniswap's token costs? Is that going to push more volume to decentralized products like Odos? With I don't know. It's just a really we don't know yet, so hard to say.
yeah, we just don't know.
We just don't know. We just don't know. Yes. So about Uniswap, I clicked on Uniswap to see what's going on, what they were saying, and I get all this stuff about uni.eth, but I'm just like, well, I'm looking for information. Hey, let's talk more about speak to me sweetly about our real yield and Uniswap, but I couldn't find anything really. But if you click on Uniswap here, let me see if I have more. If there's anything in this trending still. No, let me just type it in. Bear with me. Uniswap. It's going to take me to the same place. Yeah, the first trending thing I saw, I clicked on. It was just full of nothing but Uniswap has launched trading, and it was an iffy link. I was like, man, they scamming people already. I wonder how many people have been hit already thinking that they can already get real yield from Uniswap, because there was nonstop scrolling of these scam Uniswap websites. So I know that we're probably savvy enough to avoid it, but man, there's a lot of people that are going to be hit trying to get on that Uniswap yield without doing their due diligence. So for Pete's sake, man,
Yeah,
bookmark it. Here's where one of the guys kind of talks about, the market understands how big of a deal the UniFi switch is better than CT does. It's not about a discount cash flow and PE or other mid-curve valuation stuff. It's about the legal audacity to spit in Gary Gensler's face while being based in the U.S. Okay, so that's kind of what I was talking about earlier, because I read this. I was like, man, he's right, because that kind of scares projects away from working out of the U.S. because they don't know about the regulatory certainty. Couple comments here on the bottom. This is huge, true if big, right? A Uniswap pumping 60%. Curve and Aave following. I mean, they're following with a small pump because their yield tokens. You stake in Aave, you get a little bit. You get really crappy yield. I'm going to say it. It's crappy. It's just really low, and I don't like doing it. And then they locked up my DAI that 1 week, and I was stuck.
yeah.
Couldn't buy my GNS anymore because they locked me down because of some risk. Everybody's got risk, I guess. So to be fair, at least I didn't lose the money. But DYDX has been revenue sharing 100% transaction fee per month. Huh. No, I don't know. I have to check into that. I don't remember hearing anything about that, because then how would they even profit? How are they, what are they doing? So I don't know. We'll look at that here on my own time. But yeah, there's a lot going on after this. I'm hoping that we'll really see a nice week. I think we just need a pump from Ethereum or something, and Bitcoin to resume, and then the alt bull will just strike, and it'll strike fear into the hearts of bears. It's going to be awesome. But how long will it
Yeah.
sustain, Bess? We haven't even gotten to the halving yet. And historically, we don't have all this pumping until after the halving. So this is kind of unprecedented territory. We're getting really warm here with these prices, getting close to all-time high, and we haven't even hit that halving point. So man, this could be the mother of all runs this summer. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think, Beth? Are we going to go to 120, 140,000 per Bitcoin? Give me financial advice.
I mean, this is not my forte or like my strong point, but yeah, I mean, probably since it's kind of like cyclical, or I don't know how to pronounce it, like a
But this is like the super
cycle.
cyclicals. The super
Yeah,
cyclical.
but
Because
yeah,
so
I
much
mean,
is happening this year.
if it's converging with happening too, then maybe we
I
can
know.
maybe we're gonna have like a perfect storm of
Oh, so perfect.
green candles.
Strike me with lightning, Bitcoin. Strike me so hard. Yeah, like I said, I've been in crypto since 2019. I remember going onto Binance and I was started the perp trading there, and I was just doing stupid fun money. I didn't have any money. I just did stupid fun money. I was drinking Red Bulls and not snorting cocaine off my desk with my buddy on a chat box, and we were like buying and selling stuff nonstop. And the volume on the 5 minute charts was like a wave. It was nuts. You'd make 3 or 4x here. You'd sell. You go to the next coin that's down in the red, and then it would turn green within the same 30-minute window. It was nuts, and that was the peak of the bull market. But I was too blind to see it back in 2019. So then everything crashed, and I lost pretty much all my money. Haven't done that
Yeah,
again since, but it still hasn't been easy. You got to find those products that are going to perform and ones that aren't going to rug you iron finance. Iron finance. So, yeah, that's why I'm sticking with gains. But yeah, this could be a perfect storm. It could be a wonderful, wonderful experience for us all and anybody in the space. And when the people at work start talking about it, and you start dumping on them. You start dumping all your coin on your coworkers because like this is it. This man making me latte is giving me financial advice about how much Bitcoin he just bought. That's it. Dump it, and then come back in 6 months and buy it, or maybe a year. So, I get butterflies thinking about it, dude. It could be awesome this year. Could be the one where we all make it. We are gonna make it, bros.
yeah.
But that's to be seen. Who knows? There's always a black swan out there somewhere. All right. What else did I have on my X here? Oh, not too much. This week portfolio, I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't think I have too much on here. The trend is your friend, Ethereum. Of course, we can quickly talk about Ethereum. I had a Bitcoin and I completely liquidated it for more Ethereum in general and I need to long me some Ethereum too and be a good boy and use my product. And I think that we do have a lot of impetus. We've got the EIB. The enhancement coming up is going to reduce gas. I don't remember if it's 4844 or something. We've got the Bitcoin, the Ethereum ETFs that have been filed by BlackRock. What else do we have in the Ethereum space that's going on? Lots of deflation. Let's go to ultrasound money and look at that deflation. I think it's getting like really good as of late. Whereas a few months ago, rather, it was starting to kind of lag behind because we were getting inflationary for a brief time. But let's get our time frame down. 527 days since merge, right? I remember when we merged to proof of stake, and we are at 0.21% deflation out of the year. Back to no, not 930. Back to let's do 30 days. 30 days,
This
2
website is really
2.4.
nice, by the way.
It is. It's very clean, and I keep seeing. I get a tweet every once in a while saying how much Ethereum is burned on one of the accounts I follow, and the current
Okay.
supply of Ethereum is only 120 million. Okay, think
Okay.
about that. Only 120 million Ethereums are out there right now. Bitcoin 21 million. We know this is a lot more than 21 million, but it's going to be a good year to be an Ethball, and of course the ecosystem in general is just going to be. It's going to be wunderbar. It's going to be wunderbar. It's going to be Germanly wonderful. Okay, to be an eth in the Ethereum ecosystem, and I'm sure lots of other alternate products are going to pump. ICP might pump, but I'm out of it because I just can't take it no more.
Okay.
And in general, I mean, I think we have a really good year for Ethereum. The burn. I love this webpage. Yep. Uniswap, who's burning the most? Uniswap, Banana Gun, Maestro, Arbitrum. Man, lots of shitcoin snipers. Oh,
What
this is supposed to be on
the hell
YouTube.
is Banana Gun?
What is Banana Gun? It's
Oh,
another sniper.
Okay.
No, it's not an NFT.
It's not NFT.
It's a Telegram sniper bot, just like Maestro.
Okay.
But look at all that activity. That's a ton of poo coiners out there. Sorry earlier, I'm gonna have to mute myself on YouTube. Yeah, so we got, and then look at while we're here, let's look at our layer 2s. So who's burning the most? Arbitrum, of course. The first layer 2 on the list is Arbitrum, followed by ZK Sync. So it has more volume on ZK Sync than I was aware of. And then we drop down to
that kind of
Optimism,
surprised me too.
Starkware, Scroll, a couple other ones. They're new. I'm not, Scroll hasn't been around very long, but that's very interesting. So I'm glad our primary product is on Arbitrum. But ZK Sync Era, is it really that busy? I'm not as familiar with it. I'll have to look it up for the next show and kind of tell you about it, what I find. Because, I mean, if it's number 2 after Arbitrum.
There was kind of a lot of hype, maybe like 8 months ago or something. Maybe 10 months, I don't know. But I haven't really heard anything about it since. I just assumed that it was kind of, I don't know, had faded. But yeah, I don't know.
It could be, somebody just blanking transactions. But Linea way down here, and then base is way down here too. So hey, I'd be like, maybe Seb, we should look at ZK Era. If something's up, maybe they're really that busy. Maybe they got that much volume on their DApps. Maybe that's a place where gains could go one day. I didn't know that, so that's cool to look. I'll have to look up that on my own time, see what's going on ZK Sync. But that's cool. Dexes are the primary category, DeFi rather. Layer 2's number 2 on the burn list. NFTs burning a lot, and then plain old Ethereum transfers. Man, that's expensive. That sucks, but it is. Then sexes are next.
Yeah, gas is kind of high right now.
Oh man, what are we paying for gas right now? Does it show it on this website? Average 29.8 Gwei. I'm horrible at Gwei.
Yeah.
I don't know how to convert that to dollars. I have to.
It's like $34 for a swap right now.
Gotcha. Those poor people from third world countries cannot use Ethereum level 1. You have to go to Polygon or Arbitrum. Yeah, that is high. That's super high. That's kind of sad. But let's see if the new product improvement that comes out March 10th.
No, it's
fixes
March
that.
13, I think.
13. Vess. Okay, I was wrong. Vess. Oh, I want you guys to know that Vess always pulls out the red pen. When I type something, he pulls out the red pen to spell check me. Now, my primary language is English, right? His is not. But he seems to be better at it than I am. And I don't know how to feel about that.
But
it's okay, because we're friends.
I don't know. I think it's maybe... I mean, I don't want to be rude or something, but a lot of like Americans and British people, they only, you basically you only have to speak one language, I guess, unless maybe in the US, especially like in the South, you gain some benefits from like understanding Spanish or something. But for the rest of the world, you have to know like the language, like your native tongue, and you also you can't really avoid learning English. Like everyone, I don't know any Swedish person that doesn't know English or like is bad at it because you grow up watching
Power Rangers, Western Power Rangers.
Yeah, like you're consuming a content that's in English, so it's kind of like you're gonna learn it. And I learned in linguistics, like when you're a child, I think up until the age of 10 or something, your like your brain is basically like a sponge. So when it comes to languages, like you're gonna have such an easy time learning languages if you're a child. I have a lot of friends that come from like bilingual lingual families and stuff, and they had parents that spoke like both languages, and the children are fluent, like literally fluent in both languages. So I mean, I know you have a lot of children, so if you want them to know some other language, now's the time. Or like if they are under the age of, I think it's 10. Maybe it's not
I
like
think
written in stone,
in real
but they are
life,
gonna.
the most.
Yeah,
Go
they are
ahead.
gonna absorb it. They are gonna learn it so easily.
I've heard that
Like
before as well.
yeah,
But I
like for
think in
example,
real.
yeah, I was just gonna end with like, in my family, like everyone except me knows at least like 3 languages. I think that my parents know like 4 or 5 languages. Obviously,
That's
uh,
that's
not
that's
all not
ridiculous.
all of them are like native, but yeah, for me, I've been trying to learn like French, for example. I learned it a bit, but I never since I never use it, I don't really know French. I understand a lot more than I can actually say. But yeah, I've always been kind of jealous on like the rest of my family because they know more languages than I do, and I'm in my family. I'm kind of the the guy that like the person that has like a genuine interest in languages, like uh, as in linguistics or like languages as a whole. But yeah, I don't know what to do. I think that I'm just gonna give up learning another language. I don't even know which language I would want to learn.
No, I think you'll finish French because you'll be like, well, if I could better communicate with Seb, I can improve the product even more. So I'm going to learn the
Yeah,
primary language of the lead developer, and I can lean more often. And then you end up learning it, and most of the things he does is cuss in French. So, something like that could happen. I see it in you, Vess. You're a really driven person when you need to make the product better.
yeah,
But I think in real life, for my kids, the most important thing for them learning Spanish, for example, would be that they could order for me in restaurants, and I wouldn't feel awkward.
yeah, yeah.
Because the Hispanic waitress always comes up and be like, "What do you want in Spanish?" And I'm like,
I
and
was gonna suggest maybe you can like pick one child for each language that you want to like be able to communicate. Like if you go to an Italian restaurant, you can have one child dedicated to knowing Italian and so on.
well, why not? Why not? And how did we even start talking about this? I don't even know.
We started talking about it because no, I can't remember. You said
Yeah, it's
something.
fine. It has to do with crypto because
Yeah.
we speak English together on the Telegram, so it's related to gains. Exactly. Perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect.
You pointed out that
Lingua franca.
I correct you when you
Yes,
make
yes.
mistakes.
He does. He's like a teacher for English. So let's take a look at this tweet real quick. I was going to cover this earlier, but I completely missed it on my taskbar here. Midgewell says Uniswap makes 800 million in fees on a yearly basis. Their revenue share with token holders will be somewhere between 10 and 25% of all that revenue. So 80 or 200 million per year. That's great. GNS makes 20 million in fees on a yearly basis. They distribute 60% to token holders, or 12 million a year. That is wonderful. That's between 1/7 and 1/17 of Uni token holder revenue. Yet we're 1/40th of Uniswap. I don't think you're ready. So he says, let's show the people the price of A with the market cap, B, GNS for Uni. Now that's pretty crazy. I don't think we'll hit two. I guess I would slap my boss in the face. I'd be like, look, you. All right, I'm out. But I'll be fine at, if we get bull market crazy and we hit 100, and man, what do I even have to complain about in life anymore if we hit even half of that? But we're up there with all the best paying protocols. So if DeFi summer takes off, we have ammo to spend because we have the yield. So that's great.
And yeah, also we are. I mean, most people are that have been with us are probably already aware, but like gTrade is only like the first of many products that we're gonna develop as Gains, which is Gains is the name of the protocol, and gTrade is
Yes.
the product. But yeah, so we talked about it. We had like a brainstorming session yesterday, and we talked about like what other products that we could.
Yes.
Obviously, gTrade is going most likely going to remain like the number one focus for some time, since I mean there are to be perfectly frank, like or I guess everyone already knows that like we don't consider the product like finished, because we want features like partials, for example, and stuff like that. And it's a product it's never going to be 100% finished. Like we're not just gonna
always have to upkeep it too.
yeah. So but at some point, we've been joking about exactly, Muzz, G Casino and stuff like that. Like we could do, I don't know, G bet, G lend,
Horse.
I don't know. Yeah,
G
horse.
G horse? No, G horse best. G horse. What are we gonna do with the Gains horse?
Well, you could probably think of something. I don't know. Like you could bet on horse racing or whatever.
That's
Yeah,
perfect. G horse.
G horse. Yeah, I'm gonna register the. By the way, I think there's a top. Wait, I think there's a top level domain that's .horse. Actually, should I register?
Oh, you might as well. Do they have horse racing APIs?
Gains.horse.
Look, there's horse racing. There's horse racing APIs. We got this, Seb.
Yeah,
we know the next product. We're gonna go into the next week. We're gonna kick open the door. Seb, we got the next product, and then the next scene is us walking out fired.
Yeah, but so just to like finish up what I was gonna say. So as Midget Whale tweeted, like we have 20 million in revenue. Imagine if we had G Horse also, which
G Horse.
I don't know, maybe it would come off like, I don't know, like a slow start or something. But after a year, maybe G Horse is bringing in 20 million too. Then we have 40 million in revenue that we can just give away. Maybe we have to like pay for upkeep on horses and like shoot them and buy them feed and hay and whatever.
It says over $100 billion being wagered annually in 53 countries on horse racing.
Yeah. So that's insane, and that it's not even on chain yet. Like we're so early. We're so early. If when we launch G Horse,
people are sleeping on this.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess the point that I was.
I don't want to type that in. No.
No, don't do that. You're gonna get some weird sex thing.
SWAT team burst in my house.
So even though we have 20 million, which I mean it's a lot, it's an impressive figure. With G-Horse, maybe we could have 50 million that we're just going to distribute 60% of. So yeah.
And you have to make NFTs for all the horses competing to reflect their in real life names. Yeah, I think G-Horse is a go. I'm greenlighting this, Seb.
Yeah, I'm gonna register Gains.horse when we end the stream.
Okay. Yep, it's good. Locked in. We got this. Okay, so did y'all talk about G-Horse, or did y'all have other ideas too? G-Bet, G-Horse.
No. Yeah, I mean it was nothing. It was nothing. Really. it was nothing like nothing really that we haven't talked about in the open. It was just
Gridiron, American football, gridiron.
Yeah, so there are gonna be, of course, this was just like brainstorming concepts and stuff like that. So we didn't go into how we would actually go about developing it, because, for example, with G Casino, you would need some solid random number generation, which is kind of complicated on a blockchain to make it not. How do you say it? It's kind of difficult
It could be
to do.
gamed if somebody figured out the methodology.
Yeah, and
I
I mean
mean,
it's inherently on chain, so it's open to everyone, and and
we
you
could
can't
put
have it.
we can put an accelerometer on my dog and my cat, and then let that be the base of the seed that generates every day
Yeah,
based on their movement throughout the day, and then that seed can then be used to propagate the random number generator. Perfect, done. Seb, I'm
yeah.
greenlighting this idea as well. We're go for GBet based on my animals' accelerometer collars. I think we're good. This has been a good session, Vess.
Yeah.
I think I missed the meeting yesterday because I was in a meeting in real life about the stewardship of antibiotics. Does that sound exciting to you?
The stewardness of antibiotics. No,
Yeah.
that sounds very boring.
Because you don't want to use the same antibiotic over and over, because then you get antimicrobial resistance.
Okay.
That's really what it amounts to. And I saw a bunch of data, and I was thinking, man, I really wish I was in the meeting instead of this meeting, because this meeting is super stupid. So that was my day on Friday. So what can I say? I think those ideas are great. I don't know why Tyler Durden's trending on Twitter. Let's see what's going on here. Just some singer saying Tyler Durden in Stockholm. You've got some explanation to do, Vess. What's going on here?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. I accept your explanation. So, yeah, that's AI tokens are supposedly hot. Unfortunately, I don't know much about what's out there. I know that RNDR is supposedly hot, but I don't know much about it. I haven't been keeping up with those.
I think it's some render. Lunaman actually shilled this to me because I mentioned that I use a render farm when I do animations and 3D stuff. So he brought this up, but it's kind of complicated, or I don't really feel like buying a token just to render an animation.
And look, we have it. So just long it. It's AI,
but
long it.
It's kind of it's kind of like a cool concept. I think it's something like you share GPU power with other users or something.
I see. You know something that struck me, Vess? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I realized that
I wasn't going to say anything.
If we have categories on our deck, so we have so many products here, right?
Yeah.
And we're gonna have more. We're not done. We're gonna have more. What if we made our own indices of certain categories of coins, such as the dog index, and you leverage trade based on Doge, SHIB, and Bonk, for example. We have Bonk, don't we? No, not yet. We don't. But we could do all kinds of stuff with our product here, or bird coins, or AI coins, or layer 1 index. All that is something we could do on gTrade. So hopefully, again, one of those things that we're going to keep building as gTrade goes on. We just kind of continue refining ideas and improving what's here, improving the infra, building GHorse. Of course, GHorse is there. GHorse is fine. It's wonderful. But then the devs come back to this and keep improving. So hopefully I'm going to pitch some indices. I don't know if anybody would be anything interested in that. We could have perp indices, layer 1 indices, dog indices, poo coin indices. We could have a lot of fun stuff like that on here. Maybe the team's interested, or maybe the customers are interested. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do I pitch it? Should we try it? I don't know. But it might not exist. It might not exist. It just exists in my head right now. So don't think this is happening at the moment. But I'm open to hear your ideas. Yes. Well, now let's go to the main event. Let me see how many people are still on with us. Quite a few. Good. Did y'all know that
wait.
Bitboy? Yes.
Wait, can I just mention some like an anecdote that I found
Yes.
out like an hour before we started.
100% do it.
Do you remember like a couple of weeks ago or something when we had the Rabbit R1 or something?
Yes. Yes. I still haven't bought one.
Yeah, so you know my like the latest addition to my music machine arsenal, like
Yes.
the Teenage Engineering KO2,
Yes.
which I haven't really had time to use yet. But I learned today that a Teenage Engineering actually like designed and like engineered the Rabbit R1. I didn't know that.
Yes, I heard. Oh, you didn't know that? I heard about that. I didn't know. I thought I would
Okay.
have
So
told you.
you already knew it. Okay.
Yes, but
Okay. Never mind
our
then.
listeners do. Now they know.
Okay.
Teenage Engineering. If you need cool stuff, Teenage Engineering is who you go to.
Yeah, you
So
need a lot of money though, usually,
yes,
because
what you hold gains. This isn't a problem anymore. You hold. You're a
yeah.
GNS holder. You can buy Teenage Engineering products and enjoy it. Now, did you hear about Bitcoin? Bitboy, not Bitcoin.
No,
Bitboy.
I hate this guy so much. He's like the most
Okay,
obnoxious person
this might not
in the
help.
world.
And I don't know who this guy is, but he's obviously a Obama
That's
Sonic 10 NU
yeah.
guy. So they had a fight, right? I mean, look at this. This is just classy karate combat IFC. So this guy from this guy who ran away from a Queen concert came in on the stage. I don't know who he is, but he decided with his stash that he was going to fight Bitboy, right? So they did, and now I'm gonna say, I mean, I'm not a boxer. I'm not a combat martial artist person. Anybody? I started kung fu. That's fine. I'm trying to get in shape. I'm nowhere near, and Bitboy might beat my butt too. And this other guy with the mullet probably more so because he looks more violent. But this fight looked so sad. I watched it and I was like, oh my god, really? Is this really what happened? Because this is just painful to watch them fight. It's
But
like third
what
graders.
happened?
I don't.
Who won?
You're gonna be disappointed.
So Bitboy won.
So you had to do the cut
I mean,
man, and so Sonic Obama Inu guy punches, but look, it's just so sad. I mean, really, what? Okay, that was a good hit. I mean, that wasn't sad, but most of it looked like they were third graders fighting. It was great to watch for that reason.
I mean, this Bitboy guy has probably has like I don't know, like he has I don't know 50 pounds on me or something, or I don't know. I don't know, but he's bigger than me and he's probably stronger than I am too. But I think that if I were to fight him, I would just by looking at him, I would gain so much strength and like hatred. So
So
I
the
would just
fire of hatred
yeah,
would
I
burn
wouldn't.
and make you stronger.
Yeah, I would just my entire body would just like instantly just how do you say like convert into like pure
Pure energy.
adrenaline. Yeah, and I would just just keep punching his stupid face until either either he or I died.
Fell down. Yes, fell down in death. That's just the manliest way to go. I
Yeah,
mean,
but
really.
like if you go back so you can see his face, like his stupid face. Like just look at him. He looks like I don't know. He looks like a caricature of himself or something. It doesn't.
Well, right
He,
now he might be swollen. His face might be swollen more so than
no,
normal.
no. He always looks
See, there's
like
the
that.
third grade punches.
He looks like I don't know. He looks so stupid.
May I be so
I'm
bold
sorry.
right now? May I be so bold? G
Yeah,
fight.
yeah.
G
G
fight.
fight.
G fight. We could have
Yeah,
bet on this already.
dude.
Oh,
If we do that and we get Bitboy, I would dox myself and I would just throw myself in the ring and just punch him.
that's
It
pretty
would be
strong
worth it.
You want to dox
would,
yourself for like 90% of everything, but then for
or
this, you're
maybe
like, this is my time.
maybe I can have like a GNS Chan mask or something. I don't know, but yeah, and I would bet
People
on
in the
myself too, like
audience would
using.
think things about you.
They would do what? Sorry.
People in the audience would have concerns about you if you wore the GNS Chan mask.
Yeah, but yeah, maybe, I don't know.
I would bet on
But
you. I trust you.
at
And
least
you're
I would bet on myself too. Like, even though I think that I don't know if I would actually win the fight, but just to experience it myself, just to be
and
able
to
to
punch Bitboy in the face.
punch that guy like within the confines of the law would yeah, it would make it worth. Maybe we should cut this out of the YouTube recording. I don't know if this is like a prudent thing to have recorded.
I don't know either. We'll figure that out. But
Yeah.
and with that, everyone, and with that, that's really the end of my topics today. We've covered.
Do we have anything from? Wait, I'm gonna find your excellent bi-weekly report. No, maybe we don't have anything to expand on.
Yeah,
No,
if anybody has
I
questions,
don't
we
think we
can.
do.
It's pretty clear. It's pretty clear. We're moving forward.
Yeah,
Goodbye, Luna Man. We loved your work with us. We loved how
Luna
you
Man.
didn't answer the DMs.
Luna Man is he is staying on. By the way, like,
Yeah,
as an advisor, he's just not like the main point of contact anymore.
yeah, he's a busy guy, so he's stepping down
Yeah.
to let other people take that spot. So, and as you know, during consensus, people like came up to us and said, "Where's Luna, man? He didn't answer my DM." Like, it was real, honest to God, it happened. It happened, and we just looked at each other and we were laughing. It was like, this is real life, and this is true. What you speak of is real. This is the real Luna Man.
I started telling people, like, if I told them, okay, it's better if you DM Luna Man, and they're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna DM Luna Man. Then like 3 days later, they write to me again, like, could you just ping Luna Man and tell them that I wrote to him? And I was
And
like,
you're like, no.
okay, yeah, no. So after a while, I was like, if you gave me $10, I can do it. Like, I charge $10 for this service. I'm sorry.
And it goes straight
But
to
yeah,
Luna Man.
yeah,
He
it
takes a
goes straight to
9%
Luna
cut.
Man. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
now we have so much more money to work with from a dev's perspective, really, with his
Yeah.
absence. So, well, all right, everybody. I mean, I'm good. I don't think I have anything else to discuss today. I think we had a pretty fun time today. How about you,
Yeah.
V?
Yeah, I had a fun time as always.
Thank you
I'm
guys
gonna.
for coming today. We
Yeah,
appreciate it.
thanks everyone. Hope to see you next Saturday.
Yes, thank you for coming and watching, guys. We appreciate it. All right, have a good one.
Have a good one, everyone.
Yep, bye bye.